What's up, everybody? Welcome to another show, Jammin with J Money. Y'all know it's Friday, it's payday, and we trying to double up, triple up, all that. Y'all make sure y'all get to SBR video / NBA to check out all the articles over there. Make sure y'all click on the link below, hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. What's up, Junior? Everything good with you? I know you ready to get to some cash today. It was a little 4 game slate yesterday. Everything good with you yesterday?
Yeah, I hated yesterday's slate, so I'm ready to get to it today. What's up with you, Jordan?
Just same old man. Bad day yesterday. I gave back the money I won on Wednesday to him yesterday. Lost both Pacers first half. Thought they were going to come through for me full game. They were up 10 with 2 minutes left, but Trevor Ariza back-to-back threes, and there goes that. They almost blew that game. And then I ended up jumping on a bonus prop, and he was in foul trouble early, and so that one just cratered from the beginning. He only missed it by 2 rebounds and assists, though, so I got to think if he wasn't in foul trouble, he would have cruised the over. So kind of a right play, wrong night type of thing. So definitely ready to put yesterday behind me for sure.
Right. Yeah. Yesterday, just a little 4 game slate. The 76ers was pretty easy. If whoever cashed the 76ers, that was pretty easy there versus the Knicks on the back to back. They only get 106. That game actually went over the 210. They're pretty easy. 115 to 106 for the 76ers. The Pacers, they were blowing out the Blazers for a second there, and then the Blazers kept it close there in the fourth quarter. The Pacers get the win, 106 to 100. OKC versus Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox, there was a late scratch there. It's pretty crazy. And then the Kings still had a shot to win that game outright. OKC had to do everything just to come back and win that game in the second half. The Kings almost cashed on the money line, but they cashed the +7, and that game went under as well, man. And, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of crazy there last second. It could have went over there, could have went either way, the over and under, man. But the under ended up cashing there just barely. Ended up going 112, 108 to just 220 there for OKC versus Kings. And then the Lakers, they end up smacking the Warriors. Wiggins sat out there at the last minute, and then the Warriors still only lost by 2, only was losing by 2 at the half. Ended up cashing the first half, but that one dropped the full game. Just a little 1-in-1 day. Only small plays though. You know what I'm saying? Little just lose the juice there, but hey, it happens, man. It happens. I still think if Wiggins in there, man, they would have had a better game. And Bowman went out as well. I mean, hey, it happens though. Let's get to some money today, man. The Timberwolves versus the Magic, man. The Magic here laying 7.5. So the Timberwolves they just upset the Heat. You know what I'm saying? Beat them straight up. I mean, me personally, I was saying shit. I was thinking maybe even the Timberwolves could keep it close here. We know that the Magic, the boys got lockdown defense. Junior, you got what's your look on this one?
Yeah, I'm actually taking the points with the Timberwolves. And before everyone asks me why I'm doing that, considering the Timberwolves are the worst ATS team in the NBA, obviously I know that. It's what we do for a living. But just hear me out for a second. First of all, there's 6-21-1 ATS at home, which is by far the worst record in the league. But on the road, they're actually not nearly as bad. And if you really just be logical about it, like that ATS record that they have is with a completely different roster. This roster right here, they just look like they're ready to compete. Do I think they're going to win the game? No, because I tried. Trust me when I tell you, I tried to talk myself into taking Minnesota money line in every way, shape, or form that I could imagine, and I just couldn't make a case for myself. At the same time, laying 7.5 points with the Magic, I think is fool's gold, and here's why. The Magic's offense has looked really good lately. The last 5 games, I think they're like 4th overall in offense. But in those same 5 games, they're ranked like 20-something in defense. I don't have the number in front of me, but they're ranked in the 20s in defense. In the month of February, they're ranked in the 20s in defense. So if you're just asking me the question, what's more likely to fall off? The Magic scoring a ton of points to the point that they're a top 5 offense in the last couple of games? Or is it more likely that they're going to regress to the mean? I think that it's more likely that they're going to regress to the mean. I still think they probably win this game, but I'm not laying 7.5 points against the Magic with anyone other than the worst version of Golden State, maybe, I guess. I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable with this offense. As good as they've looked, I'm telling y'all, it's fool's gold. They're ranked 25th in offense for a reason and 29th in points per game or 28th in points per game for a reason. Their offense stinks. I'm not laying 7.5 points with these guys. I'll take the points with these guys. I think D'Angelo Russell might get himself a little cook-up. little Orlando cookout.
Yeah, Jordan, did you have any look on this game? You got any thoughts on this Timberwolves versus Magic spot?
I don't have a play on it though. I will agree with Junior though. I think there is a side. It's definitely Wolves or nothing. And just as he stated, like the Magic's defense is bottom third in the league in their last 10 games, and that's basically the only thing that's been winning and covering them games all season. So yeah, I mean, I could get in with the Wolves here at 7.5 points. It's probably a point or two too many, but I don't know personally. I'm going to get on it tonight. But I definitely will endorse it if that's the case, especially against a team like Orlando.
Exactly, and if is everybody gonna play? We know. I mean, this a game like this, man. This is where I'm gonna wait to see. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that I could. I lean on the Wolves. That's the only one that I could take care of, but I probably won't bid it. Let's get to this Nets versus Hawks spot, man. Hunter Huerter is probable here. I know Damian Jones is questionable here. Bembry's out. Deadman is out. Trae Young is probable with an illness once again. We know that the Nets just came off their loss versus the Wizards. I'm not touching the Nets, man. If they probably could come in here and they should come in here and beat the Hawks that don't play any defense. We know the Hawks can be scrappy at the house. They coming off a couple of losses as well. A loss at the house versus the Magic where they were up at the half an hour, and then the Magic just clamped down on them in defense. I could see that same thing happening here with the Nets. It's tough, man. The last couple of times I bet on them, they gave me an L. I mean, you can't always let that get into your handicapping. I lean the Nets, but I probably will end up taking stronger looks out there. Jordan, did you have any looks on this one? Then, Junior, you can let them know if you had a play on this one, my brother.
I don't have a play yet, but I do have a lean, and it's definitely on the Hawks. This is look ahead city for the Brooklyn Nets for this game. I don't trust them to cover 3 points on the road right now as currently constructed against a Hawks team that can be very scrappy and is getting healthier and has a lot of guys, young guys, and get some buckets tonight at home. We talk about the Hawks a lot at home. I haven't gotten there yet, but this one I'm pretty close to. Just for the fact that I think the Hawks, even though like you said, they do not play defense. They could definitely outscore the Nets, though, tonight. They are as, if not more, offensively talented with all their players healthy and everybody in there. So if that's the case, I mean, I love the home dog here. I haven't gotten there yet just because you're right. The defense is a little concerning considering they're giving up like almost 120 points per 100 possessions recently. Still, though, they could be a live dog tonight.
Junior, what's your look on this game? Nets versus Hawks. You laying the points with the Nets on the road here, first game of back-to-back?
Yeah, I agree with most of what Jordan said, but I am laying the points with the Nets just because of what you just mentioned earlier. Hoarders, questionable. Trae Young sick. A whole bunch of guys are hurt. And the Nets have been playing. They've been coming with that defense, man. The Nets are 5th in the NBA in defensive rating for the month, 7th in the league overall on the season. I just think that in a game where only one of the two teams is going to play defense, I'll lay the 3 points. I just think that the Nets are a talented team. What the Hawks do well, the Nets. Listen, the two guys for the Nets are the most ball dominant guys are going to be Karis LeVert and Spencer Dinwiddie. I could see one, if not both of them, going off on this 28th ranked Hawks defense tonight.
Yeah, I can definitely see it as well, man. I could definitely. I wouldn't talk you out of it, Junior. I definitely wouldn't talk you out of it. Let's get to the next game, man. We got the Raptors versus Hornets here, man. We know the Raptors at the house off that loss versus the Bucks. They came out the first quarter and first half, did they were supposed to do. In the second half, the Bucks just clamped down. I mean, should Drake start talking stuff? Giannis just went to a different mode. I mean, and afterwards he said, "Hey, I couldn't." You know what I'm saying? I remember what happened last time I was in that building. I couldn't stop thinking about it. He didn't want to lose that game, man. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? You always got to throw that type of stuff into that. When people say playoff revenge doesn't matter, hey, they had already beat him this year. Still, when he went to Toronto, he like, still, I want to go and win this one too, man. The Raptors, they smacked the Hornets. I remember earlier this year, it was the beginning of the year, but they smacked the boys by 36 points, man, at the house. Then they faced off earlier this year and then went to overtime. I think the Raptors had a bunch of players down in that game. They still won by 2 in overtime. No, the Raptors at the house off a loss. I mean, even if they're not really interested in this game. In my opinion, they could still accidentally win this game by 20. Serge Ibaka is questionable here. He might not play. Obviously, knowing that they can win this game with sitting a couple of players. This is one you definitely want to keep your eye on. Some guys might sit, but in theory, it's a smash spot for the Raptors, man. I know the Hornets and kept it close with some games on the road. Now they don't have Monk out there where he was on. I don't think he was on steroids or something. He was probably smoking weed or something, or sipping some lean or some pills or something stupid. You know what I'm saying? These are young guys out there, but I think they're gonna get smashed tonight on the Raptors. You just hope that the Raptors don't care about this game and just win by 10, 11, because we see that sometimes in the NBA, if they're not going balls to the wall, they don't have to win this game by margin. But if they come pissed off, if they're a no nonsense team like Junior says they are, they should smash. What you thinking, Junior?
Yeah, I'm kind of just going off of that. Not only are they a no-nonsense team, they're coming off a loss. I mean, they played well against the Bucks. They held the Bucks to 38% shooting, 108 points a game. 108 points for a team that scores 120 a game and shoots like 48% from the field. So the fact that they lost that game, they're a little bit frustrated by that, just by listening to their comments in the media. Not to steal Teddy's line, but I actually watched the news and seen their comments recently. They're a team, a lot of people in Toronto have been making fun of Kyle Lowry for trying to go through George Hill's legs. I don't know what that was about, but on a serious note, I think that
weird,
this is a smash spot that was the weirdest play I've ever seen. But on a serious note, this is a smash spot for the Raptors for no other reason that this is their last home game before they go on a 5-game West Coast road trip starting with Denver on Sunday. They got to win this game, man. Let me tell you something right now. There ain't nothing wrong with Serge Ibaka. Serge Ibaka's getting ready for Denver on Sunday. All right, that's what's wrong with Serge Ibaka tonight.
Yeah,
and that's what I don't like. What if the whole team is getting ready for Denver? You know what I'm saying? And they could accidentally smash it. You know what? I don't like it when I bet on the register and then they look pedestrian. I hate that. And then I don't bet on them. And I'm telling you, they'll go on a streak. I will not bet on them for 18 games. They'll win 17 out of 18. I bet on them. They're taking the L, bro. I don't understand. But Kyle Lowry does not like me, bro. I'm telling you, if I'm betting against him, Kyle Lowry is balling out. He's going back to Villanova days, getting all the charges, all that shit. He getting drawn offensive fouls, everything, man. And when I bet on it, he don't get.
Hey, Villanova
nothing,
just
bro.
retired his number.
This fucking guy, man. Man, Jordan, did you have a look on this game before we get to this Mavs versus Heat spot?
Yeah, this one's interesting. It's one of those that I initially kind of thought about staying away from, but then I was kind of looking at the unders. But the one concern I have is if Serge Ibaka sits and already there without the Raptors without Marc Gasol, they don't really have anybody on the inside to be a rim protector, and that's a little bit concerning here. Especially Chris Boucher is good. I like Chris Boucher, but he tends to get into foul trouble in those situations. So it's kind of one that I could see the Raptors dominating, but there's a lot of factors involved. I know Norman Powell may come back tonight though. That could be a big boost for them. I saw that today. I think Patrick McCaw is going to be able to play for them too. So it's really just watching the Raptors injuries, but it's kind of one of those games where you got 10 on the slate. Why even mess with this one real heavily tonight? Maybe I could see them, the Raptors coming out and clamping down defensively in the first half, getting a big lead, and then kind of cruising to a victory and a Hornets cover at the end. There's just a lot of variables that I'm probably not gonna get involved with tonight.
Yeah, you're right with that. That 14 full game does get kind of steep. So what, Jordan, this Mavs versus Heat spot, this is a nice little game right here. What you thinking? Mavs been balling on the road. You like them here tonight?
I don't think I've ever stepped in front of the Heat at home, and I don't think I'm going to start tonight, but this is probably one of the first times, if not one of the only few times this season that I would actually consider it. Just with, we talk about it all the time, and Junior mentions it a lot. I think that the Mavericks here still have one of the best, if not the best offenses in the league, depending on what metric you're looking at. And the Heat have one of the best home court advantages in the NBA. So it's going to be kind of a game where if you think Dallas is going to outperform that 4.5 is looking pretty nice right now, taking it with them on the road. But it's really hard for me to step in front of Miami on the road. I'm kind of interested to see what Junior has to say about this game, though.
Yeah, me too. What you got, Junior? What you cooking up over there?
Yeah, I don't have anything on this game, but if I did, I would take the points with the Mavs. Miami's looking funky right now. There's something not right in Miami, and I don't know what it is exactly, but they had Jimmy Butler back the other day. Didn't matter. They still got spanked. Obviously, they didn't really lose by that much, but that's a game that they definitely had no business losing. I can tell you that. So I'm not laying points with a team that doesn't look right. You know what I'm saying? They lost to the Cavs. I mean, the Minnesota game was kind of tough, but that Cavs overtime loss, if you watch that game, they've basically pissed that game away. I'm not impressed by them right now at all. They just lost to the Hawks recently. Nah, I'm off Miami until further notice.
Damn, Junior, I thought you was gonna help me out here, bro. I thought you was gonna give me some confidence here. I'll be honest with you guys, man. I like the Heat today. It's a nice little bounce back spot. They did lose to the Cavs. It's a little home and home there, so they had just beat them. So it was a little revenge spot, if I'm not mistaken, there for the Cavs. But regardless, man, you coming off that loss versus Timberwolves, so I mean, they didn't. So no, look, you smacked the Cavs by 19 at the house. You're supposed to do that. Then you go on the road. We know the Heat had some little road woes. I look at it, they've lost 4 of the last 5, and they ain't gonna say too much about it. We're gonna get to the next one. But 3 of their last 5 games was on the road, man. Then, you know what I'm saying? They lost to the Cavs in overtime on the road. They didn't have Jimmy Butler. He come back the last game. They got up by the Timberwolves, and then obviously they pissed it away. Jimmy Butler, he was the main one that had the turnovers late in the game. He come out and say, hey, you know what? I got to be better. Obviously, we know we're a better team than that. They're gonna come back tonight at the house off a loss, not only off a loss, period, but off a loss at the house. Them boys gonna come out there tonight, man. Luka turned 21 last night. The boys had a night off in Miami. I'm just saying, man, Luka is questionable here with a thumb. If he doesn't play, it's gonna be even worse. I hope he does play because I don't want the Heat to take them lightly in this spot, man. They didn't already beat the Mavs already in overtime. I know Luka went down early in that one. I don't know if he's gonna play, but his left thumb that is messing with him. Even as a shooter, still when you shooting it like that, it's still messing with you, whether he plays or not. I like the Heat, man. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. I like the Heat, the trifecta spot. They got, and I don't like. And Junior's right because don't top me off, Junior, because I don't like. There's been times before where I take a team and then they have been playing well, and obviously you expect them to get right. But this spot is at the house. You're not asking to win by much. Obviously the Mavs are a good team, but like I say, if Luka does play, he might be vomiting at halftime and shit. His birthday was last night in Miami. Turned 21, bro. I don't have to say nothing else. We gotta get to this OKC and Milwaukee spot, man. We do have to get to this one, man. And I can see Gallinari already questionable. Don't be surprised Chris Paul don't play. He had got a little injury last night as well. Ended up staying in that game, but he had a little left hand injury as well. So just be mindful of that. Obviously, the Bucks come to the house. They could have a letdown here off that Raptors spot, but obviously, they boys been smashing, man. We know the OKC, they've been the best team, and they 21-6 ATS on the road this year. So full game, I can't say I'm not. You know what I'm saying? They could keep it close here at full game, but I still think the Bucks don't keep it going. They're going for 70 wins, maybe even 72 wins. Them boys ain't trying to lose no game. You know, so I think they'll come out here in the first half. I had the first half -6, -115 last night, man. I think they'll come out and smash. Like I'm riding your Bucks first half, Junior. What you think?
I think if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I got Bucks first half. I don't like the full game spread. I just can't blindly take them full game double digits against the best ATS road team in the league, and it's like it's not even close, right? 21-6 is strong. Like 21-6 is like okay, like the market is obviously not. You know what I'm saying? Respecting the Thunder on the road. That being said, the Thunder haven't really looked good in the last couple of games to me. Even when they've won, they've kind of like gotten out of there like they stole a victory in games that they were controlling. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks win by margin here, but I'm just going to respect what the Thunder have done this season and proven time and time again that they can cover on the road. That being said, you know, my biggest cashing ticket on the season obviously is Bucks first half. Why would I stop betting that right now? I have to keep riding that train right now.
Hey, I definitely
especially the way that the Thunder look.
I definitely hope you cash it today, my guy. And I was thinking about you when I was writing this one up. But, you know, I just think I like it. So, hey, I'm on it. It's that simple. They're 10.5. I think they could cover the full game as well. But I think first half, they're going to come out, man. I don't think they're going to have a letdown. At the house, they're gonna keep it going, man. Okay, see, like I say, this Gallinari, if he questionable, he probably ain't going to. They're going to sit maybe 1 or 2 guys. And I put this in the write-up with me not knowing nobody. I wake up, oh, Gallinari questionable. Doesn't surprise me. And like I say, I seen Chris Paul my own 2 eyes especially when I got to write an article about the game. And they on the back-to-back, I gotta watch that game. Chris Paul had a little left hand injury, man. What you thinking, Jordan, on this one?
Man, it's just why I like doing this show, because my second lean of the day is Bucks first half, and that may be going from a lean to a play here in just a minute after what you guys are talking about. Because the Thunder, and I looked at this too last night as well. The Thunder are I think the best team coming off of no rest in the league. I think they've only lost once ATS. I believe that's true. I'll look that up here in just a second.
9-0, 9-0
Nice.
ATS.
So they're
Jordan.
undefeated off of no rest. So that is a little concerning here for that full game. But man, that first half is looking nice with the Bucks here coming off of basically 3 full days rest and going back home. They're going to put their foot right on the gas pedal and basically choke this team out. I know I'm going to just put some stats to what we were talking about real quick too. I think the Thunder are 4th best in the league in first half defensive efficiency on the road. They dropped to 20th or 19th, I think, here over their last 3 or 4 road games. So it's not looking great for them defensively, and that's the one big thing that's kind of been holding this thing together for the Thunder. So leaning Bucks first half might make it official here very shortly, though.
Got you. Let's get to this. Let's get to another game, man. This Pelicans. I think Junior said he had some on this Pelicans versus Cavs spot. Junior, what you got on this one? Pelicans back at the house. You think they finna smash the Cavs or what? What you got on this one?
Pelicanos. You already know. I'm rolling with the pink birds. That's who I'm rolling with. It's funny. I really actually don't like this number at all. Let me just start off by saying that. I think that this is one of those. If you're gonna buy stock on the Pelicanos at home, this is where it's gonna be cheap, and it's not gonna be cheap for too much longer. Because if you look at their upcoming home schedule, you'll check out their March home schedule. In March, they start off with the Lakers on Sunday, which is a revenge game for them. That's going to be a playoff hostile environment. Could be a preview of the first round of the playoffs. Then they play the Cavs. No, I'm sorry. They play the Heat, which is another tough game. But then it's all downhill from there. They play the Hawks, the Spurs, the Kings, Grizzlies, Knicks. Those spreads, if these guys continue the way that they look, the Spurs are going to get out of control. So I just think that this is one of those games where if they think that they're going to be in the 8th seed, and that's still kind of a long shot because it ain't going to be easy to make up all them games that they're behind. If they're going to be the 8th seed, you can't lose this game. Now, obviously, I don't think that there's any way to lose this game. Do I think that they win by margin? Yes, just because of the way that they looked against the Lakers last time, and they're getting ready for the Lakers on Sunday. This is a get-right spot. Not to be long-winded, Pink Birds are going to bust them up from start to finish, in my opinion, at the house.
Hey, I wouldn't talk you off of it. I can't say I don't have anything on that game. The number was too high for me, in my opinion. Jordan, did you have some on this one? Then I want to talk about the Clipper. Or do you have some on this one, Jordan? Take it away, my guy, if you got some on this one, brother.
The only thing I was thinking about in this one was the overs, especially in the first half. You look at the 3 games that Cleveland now, I think it's 3, have been coached by JB Bickerstaff. Their pace is quickening by a somewhat significant margin, and they're giving up 128 points per 100 possessions in the first half of those 3 games. Now they're going into New Orleans, a team that is going to force them to run, and has got to probably force them to play from behind, play quickly, get out on the break with Colin Sexton and Garland and those guys, and try to keep up with this Pelicans team. Would not surprise me at all to see a ton of points scored in the first half. It's not a play at this point because the number is 121. It does seem to be trending in the wrong direction too, so it's kind of stopped me from doing anything with it at this point. But it's kind of another one that I'm just keeping my eye on because if Cleveland continues to play up in pace, I think 120 may be too little. It just really depends on if they continue this style of play under Bickerstaff.
Exactly. Yeah. In any Pelicans game, unless they really just change unless they really just change their style of play, any Pelicans game, you can look towards the over, man. I mean, y'all know me, the totals, I had really been big on them, man. I'm leaning the Pelicans as well, but I'm not taking it, man, with that 12.5. I thought this year would be less than that, to be honest with you. I want to get to this Nuggets versus Clippers game, man, the marquee game, and the Nuggets have had their number. So this is a revenge spot as well. We know the Clippers have been playing well lately. So look, the Nuggets have have covered the spread the last 3 times versus the they 3-0 ATS last 3 games versus the Clippers. Now all 3 of those games were at the house. The game before that there was, what I'm saying, Clippers at their house and they covered. So the home team is 4-0 ATS pass forward, man. And why don't we just keep riding the Clippers train? I can't say it is getting up there. I mean, I understand it when it came down to 5.5. Some people are taking the Nuggets here. If you wait, you might even could get that 5.5. You don't have to take the 6. It's not a huge public side. People are real split on this one, especially seeing that the Nuggets had already beat them this year. But with the Clippers at the house, full squad, I do think that they're gonna get them here. You hope that it doesn't come to some late game shenanigans, but I think the Clippers gonna come out here with that. They know that Kawhi said, "Hey, look, it's time for all that bullshit to stop, man." I think the Clippers gonna keep it going today. If you've been betting on them, hey, just keep riding the train until they take the L, till they lose. You know what I'm saying? You still got Clipper money in your pocket. What you think about that? What you think about that, Junior? Then after that, you can recap them with your plays, brother.
This for me is live bet spot. I'm hoping that the Nuggets come out hot. Their offense has been rolling, and I could get a better number than the 6. That's what I'm hoping, or at least at some point the Nuggets go on a little run, and I could just get a better number than the 6. I don't like the number personally. I got to put more respect on the Nuggets name than laying 6 on the Clippers, who they look better, but I still need to see more. I still need to see more, Jay. I don't know. I don't like their. To me personally, I'm just going to be honest, and this is less handicapping, and this is just me as a person who watches a lot of sports. I don't really like teams that haven't won anything that act like it's like a foregone conclusion that they're going to be in like the finals. Like, I just don't like that. Like, how about you play for the Clippers, dog? I need to see some wins.
Well,
get me 8 wins in a row. How about that? Can you do that? Is that possible?
I think they finna do it. Me personally, I think they finna do it. I'm with you on that though. They hadn't really shown a whole lot. I mean, but see, this is the thing though with the Clippers. They get up for the good teams. I mean, lately they've been saying even a small team we got to come out and smash them. But see, they got the best defense in the league when they first face a top 13 team in the league. The Nuggets are that. You know what I'm saying? They're an elite team. The Clippers are they gonna get ready for this game. They at the house. They full squad. You look on the injury report. No, nada. Nathaniel. You dig what I'm saying? I think they're gonna come out to play. If they come with their A game tonight, and we know the Nuggets can start slow and all that. If they do that tonight, they're gonna get down quick, and they're not going to. The Nuggets, in my opinion, won't have the offense to get back. They have their defense can keep them in, but you're gonna have to bring their offensive post tonight. And if they're not hitting their shots, and it's gonna be a Friday night game in the Clippers. I like the Clippers tonight. It's just that simple. I like the Clippers early. I think I like them often. I think this is one of the better ones on the card. I mean, revenge game, Jay. I mean, I hadn't said it in a few days. I hadn't said it in a few days, but I think revenge game, Jay, is coming out tonight. And I think in this particular spot, I think the Nuggets are fool's gold. My girl asked me, why is it rainbow on their jerseys? What's up with that? I had to tell her, you know what I'm saying? Hey, end of the rainbow, all that. Go, you know what I'm saying? Gold. It does look a little fruity, but no spicy nuggets tonight. No spicy nuggets. If anything, I'm going to get a haircut with the Clippers tonight. Jordan, what you got? What you got?
I am all for I think fading the spicy nuggets tonight, but I want to agree with something both of you guys said. Actually, I do think that 6 is a pretty sharp number for this full game spread because the Nuggets tend to, like you said, Jay, start extremely slow and then build very gradually and then pretty quickly into taking over a game. But that is where I'm going to go tonight. Is something you said is they are one of the slowest starting teams in the league. The Denver Nuggets are the dead last in first quarter road defensive efficiency. They are giving up 122.5 points per 100 possessions in that spot. If you look at their net rating on the road this season, in the first quarters, they're like minus 15. It's just been very, very bad for them offensively. Now I get it. A lot of that has to do with a lot of their injuries. They've been one of the most banged up teams in the league. So I don't want to discount that, but you're going into a team that's top 10 in first quarter defensive efficiency and laying only 2 points with the Clippers here in the first quarter. It's the only play I've made official and locked in so far today yet. Clippers -2 first quarter. If you look at the last 5 games for the Nuggets, on the road, basically in the month of February. They're getting outscored by 34 points 20 points in the first quarter, and that's even with a 14-point lead against the Pistons. You take that away, and those other 4 games have been outscored by 34 points in 4 first quarters. I mean, I love fading the Nuggets first quarter here. Haven't gotten there the trifecta yet, but I'd really, really like the first quarter.
Get on it, Jordan. I like it. Jordan, that shit gonna cash. I like them in that first quarter. Recap them with your plays, Jordan. I know, or you can recap it with your plays and your leans, whatever you like it. You know what I'm saying? Recap them, my guy.
And your boy Gallinari just got ruled out, by the way. A little bit of breaking news for you.
You already know it, Jordan. You know, come on, Jordan. You know what's up, man. Y'all know I do the write-ups at night, at least 9 or 10. My night, I gotta go night. I gotta go to sleep. You dig what I'm saying? I don't wake up early in the morning, man. I'm not doing all this shit. I'm doing it the night before, and I told you that 1 or 2, but don't be surprised. CCP3 sit with a little, or he have his hand taped out there. He won't be the same if he do play. Gallo out. Y'all know his offense. Sorry, Jordan. Sorry, man. But you know I
you're straight.
Jordan. Go ahead.
That's big news. We got to give people what they want. All right, so only official play I got Nuggets, I got Clippers first quarter -1.5. It's at 2 right now. Don't hate that either. Leaning Hawks tonight. Probably going to jump on the Bucks first half with you two gentlemen, and I'm leaning Cleveland, New Orleans over, but I haven't made those other 2 official yet.
Like it. Junior, you want to recap him with Junior? Got a laundry list of plays and shit today, man. Damn, Junior, what you got going on over there, man? I hope you cash all of them, though, bro. I wish you do. I hope you do. What's up, Junior? Recap with the plays, bro.
Yeah, I woke up bright and early today. It finally stopped snowing around here, bro. I was able to go out and do some shit, so I'm ready to. I'm focused. But I will be making a lot of live bets, though, man. Y'all that watch this show, you gotta get on the live bets. The live bets are where you can get some real value. If you can. I know it's not easy because you kind of got to watch the games, but if you can, and don't be doing that live bet shit if you're watching the ticker. Try to watch the games. Anyways, my plays, first half Raptors -8, Raptors -14, Nets -3, first half Pelicans -7.5, Pelicans -12.5, Bucks first half -6.5, and taking the points with the Wolves +7.5 at Orlando.
I like it, Junior. Damn, boy, you got some heat there. I can't say I was thinking about riding with you on that, Junior. So I'm gonna leave it in the lean. I don't know if I'm gonna take it. The Raptors. I might ride because I was thinking Raptors. I had 3 trifectas coming in is what I was thinking, and I want to hear what he said on it. I was thinking Raptors trifecta. I'm be honest with you. I was thinking they up 10 at the end of the first quarter and they ain't gonna never look back. I'm thinking Raptors trifecta. I like it. I hope so. I just hope it's crazy when I hop on them, man. They start bull crapping around, man. But I think it's gonna hit, man. That's the only thing that matters. Heat. My boys, they could come to play. I love the Mavs, I really do, and obviously they could come to play in any game. I hope they don't take my money here, but versus the Spurs, there it did show me something. There, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they damn near pissed that game away. I think if the Heat come to play here with their A game, if they're pissed off like they said they are, if their coach Spoelstra called them out, Jimmy Butler damn near pissed. He don't even want to talk to the reporters. They got to come out with some intensity, with some aggression, with a sense of urgency. We'll see tonight. I took the Bucks the first half, and I like the Clippers as well, man. We're going to try to get to some cash. A little short show today, but hey, you know what I'm saying? The Washington and Jazz don't have anything on it whatsoever. Jazz could get right, Wizards could beat them straight up. Anything can happen. Detroit versus Phoenix, way too many points. It opened at 6.5, and what? I'm supposed to lay 8.5 now with Phoenix. It is a revenge spot. They couldn't do it even in Detroit, the team. Oh, a spot. That Bucks going up fast, too. Bucks is going up fast, boy. We got to get out of here. We got to go hit the bookies up, man. Got to go hit the bookies up. I know I'm finna go and try to. I'm going to holler at y'all later, man. We're going to be back tomorrow. Me and Junior. Hope me and Junior. Not, hey, we're going to have a show tomorrow. Somebody going to be on this motherfucker. We're going to holler at y'all. We're going to try to get to some cash. Leche. Hey, those bookmakers.